Hello. Hi everyone. So today we're going to be running Tomb Raider 3 any percent, and I am joined by two absolute legends in the Tomb Raider community. On my couch is both Radgryd and SmoothOperative. Would you guys like to introduce yourselves?
Yeah, absolutely. Hi, I'm SmoothOperative. I have been, hanging out in the Tomb Raider community for quite a few years now. Middy is excellent at Tomb Raider 3, and I'm really stoked to be able to hang out for this run. Rad, you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Rad. I've also been hanging with the Tomb Raider community, not quite as long, but for I think now 5 years. Watching a lot of people run, fangirling about the runners, basically. And just here to have a good time with y'all.
All right, fantastic. And of course, we've got our lovely host, Savage Octagon. We're gonna get right into it, but first, I would like to let you all know that Lara was very excited about this marathon, very, very excited, and she decided to put a badge on her backpack, which I'll be showing as we start the run. Are we ready to go?
Absolutely.
All right, let's go.
3, 2, 1.
Good luck.
Thank you. And you can see Lara's wearing a little badge on her backpack.
Yeah,
trans rights and human rights. Let's go.
Absolutely.
So we start off this run with a few jumps. It's actually not faster usually to jump on inclined slopes, but this gives us a nice setup for the next section. So just to land on the slope conveniently and to jump straight over here. And then I'm going to sprint over here, and we're going to be doing our first save of the run. This game does not have any checkpoints, so we will be saving constantly to make sure that we don't die. Okay, missed the jump. It's fine. This is a very, very tricky little jump right at the start. There we go.
Yeah, it's
deceptively hard.
Yeah.
Nice.
And now we're going to be doing our first flare cancel of the run. When you throw a flare when Lara is stumbling, it cancels the stumble animation. And that's the first level.
Nice. Still in the jungle. Let's go.
We're still in the jungle. I know it didn't change, the scenery didn't change very much, but we are indeed still in the jungle. Does anybody want to explain corner bugs? Because we are about to do our first corner bug, and we're going to be using them throughout the run.
I think the easiest way to describe the corner bug would just be Lara can teleport to the top of things, as you saw Middy do. Rad, if you have any other elaborate explanations, feel free.
Well, there's not much to say. It's basically just her embedding in a piece of the wall at the corner and vaulting up. But yeah, it's fun.
Exactly.
It'll help us a lot in this run.
Yes.
We're also going to be utilizing another cool trick, which you can see Lara's kind of pretending to be holding a cup of tea right now. She basically sometimes has to have a comfort flare. So it's not a real flare, it's called a fake flare. And what this allows us to do is constantly flare cancel stumble animations. So it allowed me there to avoid 2 stumble animations, which allows me to basically save more time. It saves about 2 seconds per stumble. All right, and we're coming up on the quicksand part of this level, the part of the level where we're in quicksand, and we can get a few donations in if you would like to, Savage.
Absolutely. I'm ready to sink right into donations. You are all hearing the call for the 51s. I had a $5.10 donation from the Valiant Sun and $51.51 from Hive Tyrant, who says, having a great time watching the Fatales this year. Trans rights.
Hell yeah, trans rights.
Yeah.
All right. So, okay. That is, there is some RNG in the game, and most of the RNG in the game is me accidentally falling.
Wait, does that count as rate my bonk? I'll give it a 3.
Oh yes, we
Yes,
kind of, yeah. It was a nice bonk.
7 out of 10.
I often, yeah.
I'm a harsh critic.
Chat, if you see me bonk and I say nice bonk, I would like you to rate how good the bonk is, because Lara does occasionally hit the walls, and I have been known to enjoy hitting the walls when you should try to avoid doing that.
Just a simple 1 to 10 is fine.
just a simple 1 to 10. You know, sometimes you need a little bit of a mental reset. All right, so we're just going to be swimming through these passageways right now. There is a trick that you can do here that I'm just going to completely avoid doing because it's very technical. But if you would like to get some more donations in, we can definitely do that right now.
Absolutely. We are over $700 to the 1,000 that we need to see that alien. Yes. And we just had a couple of donations come in. $50 from Prof NES and $50 from Staris. Thank you so much for donating to Malala Fund. And we are really close to 55K, everybody.
I get it now. Fantastic. Everyone's doing 51 for Area 51. It's coming up.
Yeah.
So clever.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, we got to see Lara Naruto running in Area 51. It's got to happen. We got to have it happen. We got to see the aliens. There's no point in going in Area 51 if you don't see the aliens. You know what I mean?
That is, absolutely true. Middy's right.
Absolutely. I'm very surprised that we haven't gotten. Well, we've gotten one bonk, so to speak, but we haven't gotten like an actual shocking bonk yet. It's going to happen. Y'all, it's going to happen.
We just bonked on the ceiling to cancel her stumble animation. That doesn't really count for your extra bonks, but just a side mention.
That is true. I did. You can bonk on the ceiling, which prevents Lara from actually stumbling. It's one of the 3 ways you can prevent stumbling in the game. All right, we're just going to be running through this. It's not a glitch. We're just going to be running through this passageway. So if we want to get maybe one more donation, that would be fantastic.
Sure. $51 from Cutie Cat 8734. Who says, thank you to the entire Fatales team and runners for all you do. Number go up. Thanks for visiting Area 51.
Absolutely. Number do go up. Yeah, so you just saw, as long as you've got like the correct sequence for that particular trap room, you can basically get through there without too much of a stress. Now I'm going to be doing something extremely mysterious. You see the second tile? I'm just going to drop this flare over here.
Sassy flare.
Well, Lara has her emotional support flares, and this one's going to be doing a lot of heavy lifting for her.
Yes.
She needs it there specifically because she really just wants to hear the flare noise, but also not have it be in her hand because that's inconvenient. Oh, we also clipped into the wall there. Don't pay it any mind. This next room is pretty complicated because we have to do a whole bunch of platforming to fill a pool full of water. It's going to be quite a bit of intense platforming, everyone. So just bear that in mind. The pool's full of water. How did that happen? Rad, would you be able to explain flip maps, or do you want me to take it? Or SmoothOperative.
You don't want me to try that.
The most important thing is that we got rid of all the enemies, right? Like, you shot the apes in the former 2 rooms to make sure that only that flare is active. And by embedding into that wall, the game is confused and it's like, oh, wait, the only active entity there is actually this flare. So let's activate that tile.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's
so
why
there's
it's so
2
important.
states. Yeah, there's 2 states in this game of rooms, and we activated state 2, where the room is filled with water, by putting a flare on that specific tile and embedding Lara into the wall, so there were no active entities except that flare. So that allows us. We use it like once or twice more. Yeah, and now I'm going to be doing something, another variant of the corner bug, as you've been seeing me doing. This one's called a rolling corner bug, and I'm not too happy about this setup. That's okay. We'll get it. I just want to make sure. This is actually a very tricky one, and I couldn't get the setup, so this might take me a few tries.
Yeah, there are a lot of ways to get into a corner and teleport,
nice.
And sometimes it's very specific. Great job.
Yeah. Eyeballing that particular one is very difficult, so I'm glad that we didn't get stuck there for 700 years. 700 years, all alone in a barn. Oh, those winter nights must have just flown by. If anybody knows, that is a Chronicles reference. Another Tomb Raider game. Rad's favorite, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, my absolute favorite Tomb Raider game.
We're just gonna like walk through this door. Lara's in a rush. She doesn't have time to open them. She just wants to phase through them. And now we're just killing these 2 Shivas, so it would be a good time for some extra donations, even if it's a little loud here.
Oh boy, well, I could be pretty loud because we have a $200 anonymous donation that sent us over $900 to the incentive. So I'm so excited. Just need under $100, folks.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that donation. That's great. That's great. That's great. Yes, we're definitely going to be seeing the alien at this rate, folks. Trust me, it is worth it. It is worth it. It's you know, like if you're visiting Area 51, got to see the alien. So another thing you might have noticed, if you've played this game casually or the remasters, which we are not playing today, you might have noticed that those Shivas went down really quickly. And that's because we're playing on the Japanese version of the game. And the reason we do that is all hit scan weapons, so non-projectile weapons, do double damage in the Japanese version. So it's the fastest version.
Yeah, everyone runs on the Japanese version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's actually really nice that it's a very simple swap. Like you don't have to do like anything too drastic to the game. The most drastic thing I did was convincing a member of the community to please help me put a trans pride flag on Lara's backpack for the run.
And we appreciate that.
Yeah, shout outs to Lamb actually for doing it. Nice bonk.
I couldn't see the bonk. How do I rate it?
Oh yeah,
It's too dark.
Too bad.
all right. So that
I
particular bonk should be at least a 10 out of 10 because it almost killed me. But I say before because I knew that it happened. We might still be in a little bit of a pickle because our health's quite low, but we should be okay.
You can do it. I believe in you.
Pay no attention
I believe.
to the man with the hole in his chest. We'll worry about that later.
Yeah, we'll worry about that later. He's just sort of floating there. There is a running theme in this game of the men in this game seeming to find the most impractical way to use powerful artifacts.
Wow, you're not wrong. That is so funny, actually.
Yeah. We won't see it for very long or at all. Well, we will still get to him, but let's just say that the holes in the chest are kind of foreshadowing for a boss later on. And it is always very perplexing to me that literally all of the guys in the game just found the most impractical way to use the artifacts, and the one woman comes up with a very practical solution to the problem.
Actually, all of
these
the
survivor.
women yeah, exactly. All of the women are kind of successful in using whatever power, well, until Lara comes around, but you know.
Go power.
Yeah.
That was also a nice bonk, especially since we're low on health and almost got attacked by the Shiva. I think that bonk should also be rated, even if we just missed it.
What do you think, chat?
Yeah, what do you think,
That's
chat?
definitely rating the bonks, and they're describing them as well.
Great. That's absolutely fantastic. That's exactly what I want. I mean, my full Twitch name is Nondescript Midnight, but for this, we are not going to be nondescript. We're going to be very descriptive about the bonks. You know, we want to make sure that they all get rated. So,
Yes.
If you've ever played this game casually, you'll notice that I jumped into the water here. You see, there is a quad bike that you're meant to use, and you're meant to like drive a bunch of all over the place, a bunch of places. But Lara just doesn't have the time to do that. She really has a tea date with Winston, so she can't really waste too much time. So she's just going to forego using the quad bike whatsoever. Nice, I got that trick first try.
Yes.
That's actually a really
Well
hard one. Yeah, so this level's supposed to be a fun quad bike section of the game, like a fun vehicle section where you do a bunch of driving and stuff like that. But you know, Lara's got a quad bike in her mansion. You know, she doesn't need another one.
She doesn't need the
True.
practice. Like, let's be real.
Yeah, she doesn't need the practice. So she's just gonna Yeah, now we're going to do something called a curved jump, affectionately called a banana jump, to get through here. This one is pretty precise. So Lara curves in midair, and if you get a good setup, you can do a curve jump that skips having to take the quad bike around to do that section. Mustn't forget to heal here because we're about to do a big drop. That would be really bad. All right.
It was a good curve jump.
It was a really good curve jump. Yeah. So we've got full health, so we can just drop here. You're meant to do like a super cool swan dive into the waterfall, but you know what? We could just drop down. Lara's got places to be.
You've got places to be. You're going to be in Area 51. You just met the incentive.
Hey, let's go.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, we're going to raid Area 51. We're going to see the alien. That's fantastic. We also actually have a little bit of time for donations while I'm running through this maze.
Of course. $25 from Lexi Plays Fast and $50 anonymous donation. Thank you so much for helping us get there on Area 51. Yeah, we had a big donation just come through, a $100 anonymous donation to keep that moving forward. So thank you all so much for getting us there and getting us there early.
I am shaking with excitement.
Yeah. It's going to be fantastic. We're really gonna enjoy our tour of Area 51. All right, so we're coming up on the first boss of the game, and he's if you pay close attention to him, we're actually going to save here because it is a little bit RNG. He throws fire, but the fire splashes, so there is a chance that the fire will land on me. So yeah, he stabbed the artifact into his chest to gain the powers instead of, a scepter. Or maybe a scepter's impractical. Maybe a scepter's impractical. Who knows? Maybe you do need to actually stab it into your chest. I guess we'll find out a little later as the story progresses. All right, we're on our way to Area 51, everyone. This is Nevada. This is the first level of, Nevada.
Yes.
Nevada Desert. Okay.
That's true. It is called Nevada Desert. That is true. This bird might cause some issues, but we'll have to see about that.
Troublemaker.
Absolutely fine.
Oh, close one.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we're good. We're good. So yeah, we luckily were able to avoid the bird there, which is great. Sometimes the bird pushes you, and that's really bad. I seem to be experiencing some frame drops. I don't know if anyone is noticing that. Let's see if that continues.
Looks okay now.
Hopefully it doesn't continue. Yeah, no, it should be fine now. All right. So we're about to do... It's the aliens. The aliens coming for us. All right. Sorry, I don't know why this... I'm having a bona fide... I'm having one of my brain RNG moments. There we go. We got it. That's just a normal swim corner bug. Gets us up here.
She just wanted to take, a few more minutes in the spa down there.
Yeah, exactly. Lara needed a little bit of a bath. She just came from the jungle, She needed a little bit of a bath. All right, we're about to do our first quap of the game. So if anyone would like to explain what quap is, because I actually have to concentrate to get this glitch.
Well, it's basically falling and jumping at the same time. And then the game is very confused, yet again, where to put Lara, and you get this animation, half stuck into the ground. Looks beautiful, to be honest.
Yeah, she does like a quick sand and then kind of comes right back up after a few seconds.
Yeah, so basically, it's called quap affectionately because it does look like Lara. I mean, I think everybody who watches GDQ knows that quap is often used. Yeah. All right, so if you're wondering, this is a pretty high security place, right? There's barbed wire and all sorts of stuff preventing us from getting there. But Lara ain't got time for that. She's just gonna grab on top of there.
Very
And
impressive.
then somehow summon a quad bike. So
yeah,
that is
she gets a free quad bike right on top.
excellent, absolutely
And then
excellent.
she gets arrested.
And then she escapes. It's all happening
Then
very
she
fast.
And then she escapes. Yes, it's all happening very, very fast. All right, well, I'm pushing these boxes here so we can get a few more donations if you'd like.
Yeah, absolutely. We have a $50 anonymous donation and a $10 anonymous donation. Thank you so much. And of course, we are meeting that aliens incentive. We also have a couple of other things open. For our upcoming round of Super Mario RPG, there's a bid war. You can choose to listen to the classic soundtrack, which is in the lead, or the remake soundtrack. So hope to see that heating up a little bit. And if we make $2,000 on our next incentive, Bowser and Booster are going to lay a little smooch on Mario. So we could have a little love in our afternoon at Vitel's.
That sounds
Excellent,
beautiful.
excellent.
Sounds like a
so I'm
very
gonna-
good incentive.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you for that. So yeah, we're just making our way through the high security compound. The premise of this level is that Lara's been captured, so she doesn't have any of her weapons. And she requires, for the most part, some friends who are also prisoners here to give her a little bit of help, a little bit of an assist. Luckily, our friend is not trying to come and help us because we actually want to do something here. So this is a save load bug in the game. If you save and load here, the door is closed for exactly 2 frames, and that's enough for it to do damage. And basically, when I save load again, this guard is going to take a little nap. And hopefully we
Please
can
watch
actually-
yourself indoors, people.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
They're dangerous.
You don't want someone nice bonk? You know what? You don't want someone accidentally closing a door on you.
No.
He caught his finger in the door and fell down, fainted.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right, so we're just making our way through. This area is just a little bit of platforming. So we're meant to do a whole box pushing puzzle in here. Yeah, we don't need to. It's fine. we could just get up here. We're gonna flip this lever. It's gonna put water in this room for some reason. This is just the water room. It's the room where you put your water.
Appropriate
right.
somehow.
Yeah, which is interesting because the very next room is the cooking room, the room where they do the cooking.
As I say, appropriate somehow.
Yeah.
You need water in the kitchen, right? So totally makes sense.
Yeah,
maybe
you just
she
have to
wants
go
to do
through
a
the
crab boil.
you just have to go through the vents to get it, but yes, absolutely. So we do have a little bit of an obstacle here, and the obstacle being this van. We're going to just jump straight through it. But now, if someone would be keen to explain why I'm going to be kind of locked in for the next little while, because Lara is technically dead.
Yeah, she's basically a zombie Lara right now, so Middy has to be very careful not to take any damage, if I'm remembering this correctly, Rad.
Yeah, she can't die because she can't also go into the menu or reload or anything. She needs to finish the level for Lara to get back into a state where she can be used properly.
Where she can use everything, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And we might actually we're meant to do a void glitch there, but Lara went straight through, so I'm hoping that means that the void glitch will still work. I guess we'll find out. It's okay, I've got backup saves, but it should be fine.
Yeah, we'll find out together.
We'll find out together.
There's
we're
always some
gonna-
surprises.
Always some surprises. Yeah, okay, that glitch didn't work, so we're just going to climb up here. It actually gives me an opportunity to drink coffee and maybe some time for another donation or two.
Well, I've got a great update for you. Just now, we have passed over $55,000 raised for Malala Fund. So That's outstanding. We were just at 54 like a couple minutes ago, and we had a $50 donation from Muriel. No comment, and your generosity speaks volumes. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you all so much for donating.
Yeah, it's for a great cause. I'm glad that everybody's... So we need this guy to notice us. Sometimes he takes a little while. He is the employee of the month because Lara is literally just standing there. For some strange reason, he just didn't notice that she was standing there. So Lara doesn't have any guns, so we do need to get some prisoners to help us out. They're all named Kevin for some strange reason.
What?
They also
they're all
look the same.
They're yeah. These are the Kevins.
I thought their name was Hey. Just Hey.
Well, that would explain why the guard is always saying hey, right?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, the guards are all named Hey, and the cool guys are named Kevin. I got you.
Yeah,
justice for Kevin.
Exactly. yes. That
I
makes
mean, they're
perfect
getting
sense.
us through this level, so all power to the Kevins.
Yeah.
All right, and now we need to just be a little bit careful here. Okay, I'm just gonna make sure that this jump works. Good. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a tiny laser that you can barely see, but the guard just ran against it, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why there's blood everywhere.
All right, so we're just gonna do a double heal just for safety, and we're gonna come through here. And now, this is the part where we needed to actually do a sequence break, and I'm hoping that it worked, because otherwise I'm gonna have to grab a backup save. We should be fine, right?
I hope
Wait,
so.
okay. Okay, we're fine.
looks good.
Nice. Ooh.
So basically,
Relief.
there's a fan in this room, and if you clip through that corner that I was meant to do the void glitch, but Lara just strolled straight through because she doesn't like me today. There is a chance that fan will be active, and it will just suck you in and kill Lara. And of course, because we're in zombie mode, I couldn't save before that. So it was a bit risky, but it paid off. So we're all good. We're all good. We're almost out of this level. And then we will be in the fabled Area 51. And there are a lot of cool glitches in Area 51. So yeah, it's gonna be a great time. It is very interesting how Lara gets to Area 51.
Oh, yeah.
To say the
Do we
least.
get to see that, or is it kind of skipped?
It's kind of skipped, but we'll at least see that she's in a vehicle of some variety. We could also explain it at the time.
Yeah, we'll elaborate.
Yeah. All right, and we're gonna pick up this med and then swan dive for style. You'll notice that Lara's pistols are here. We're not gonna pick up her pistols because this is the only weapon we need from now on. It's the most overpowered weapon in the game. While I do this next little part, we can get a donation or two in if you've got any available.
Yeah, I had a $50 donation that helped us get over that 55K, and we're starting to have some movement on that Bowser and Booster smooch. So keep it coming, folks.
Awesome. I just did a quick corner poke there. This guy could also be really mean to us, but he's not. Double shot.
Oh yeah, he's like in first row. That's great. Sometimes you have to walk for ages to actually pick up what he's left.
Yeah, what he's left over. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and great. Crisis averted. We are actually going to get out of high security compound, and once we're in the next level, zombie Lara will no longer be a thing because level end triggers. If Lara dies on a level end trigger, it still activates the next level. And this is how she gets to Area 51 in the back of a truck. Most secure building known to man. But you can get there in the back of a beer truck.
Yeah.
That is also one of the coolest cutscenes in general because she just sits down and opens a Coke.
Oh yeah.
And
She
sips it while she
cracks a
sits
drink.
down.
You know, quick little soda.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're just going to be doing a little bit of running here, but we can kind of, I guess, explain a few of the glitches that are coming up. Like the glitchless glitch, we're going to see the QWOP more closely, that sort of thing. But while I'm in this crawl space, if we have any more donations, feel free.
Oh, absolutely. I was laughing at
No
this
pressure,
one.
Sap.
No worries. $10 anonymous donation that just says, kicks the door down. Let's go, girls. I feel like that's definitely a Lara Croft thing. You caught me kind of like mid-laugh, and I was like,
Definitely.
We want
that's
to kick down
perfectly
more
fine.
doors, raise more money, and kick down more doors. We like that.
Absolutely. Well, Lara, in this game, doors are just like kind of a suggestion. But yeah, this guy is called Softlock Steve. We're just going to make sure that he can't softlock us.
Oh, he's not doing much of anything anymore.
No, definitely not. He can, if you enter this crawl space without taking him out, he can interrupt your crawl, and you can be stuck in an animation where Lara is crawling but can't exit or enter. So we call him Softlock Steve. There is another Softlock Steve coming up, but I'm confident that we won't need to deal with him too badly. Someone is going to, because I have the memory of a sponge. Someone is going to have to remind me to make sure to check out the alien. I don't want to have the incentive that I forget.
We gotta get the mix CD and the alien.
Yeah.
Okay. Softlock Steve number 2 avoided.
Yeah. So that's all the Softlock Steves in the game avoided. And we've got really cool music here, so I'm going to try not to mess any of the glitches up, so that we can keep listening to the cool music. So this is the glitchless glitch. If someone would, does someone know how to explain that while I do it?
Well, we basically jump into the scene between the 2 tiles, and this was before my time in the Tomb Raider community, but at the very start, the community didn't think it was a glitch because it wasn't very useful not very useful in the state that they saw it in. But then they found out that it actually broke the game quite well. So yeah, glitch.
So it's called it's called the glitchless glitch, which is very strange because it is definitely a glitch. And
I wonder if it's because before it didn't look like a glitch. It kind of just looked like a little ankle roll. Now that we're seeing it in Tomb Raider 3, definitely a glitch.
The basic gist of it is that the basic gist of it is that it used to just be like, oh, you just clipped up a little bit. So there was no indication that you could literally fly upwards using it. And when we discovered that it could be used to do that, we were like, oh, okay, no, we have to classify this as a glitch. So we affectionately called it the glitchless glitch. All right. Alien is inbound. I'm going to pop a save here. We're about to do possibly one of the hardest QWOPs in the game. It requires a very specific setup, so I'm going to be saving in intervals between it just to make sure that we don't have any issues.
Lara just doing some gymnastics, some dancing.
Yeah, Lara really liked the look of this seam, so she just wanted to run at it for a little bit. She really, really liked the look of that seam. All right, and so there's a whole bunch of hullabaloo you're meant to do in this level, but we're just going to jump over here. I think I can save while this happens. I hope so. All right, we should be good. You're meant to get a bunch of key cards and launch a rocket and all of that, but we're just going to come through the door. All right, and believe it or not, my memory is intact, and therefore we will be seeing the alien very shortly. As soon as I put in this code, I'm going to turn around and you're going to see him.
You guys remember CDs?
Yeah, the mix CD. It's got alien jams on it.
And this is the alien. He's just relaxing in there, you know. It's like
Can we
me
get
after a long day.
Can we get, any closer? It's like, it's blocked.
Hang on. Yeah.
Oh.
There should be a camera angle that shows us the alien up close. Here we go.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Dun-dun-dun.
Thank you.
And that's the alien. Thank you everyone for donating. It was definitely worth it.
We hope you loved the alien as much as we did.
Yeah. He was just lying there. He's just taking a nap.
Yeah.
There's
No
just
aliens
an
were harmed.
aliens real.
No aliens were harmed. All right, and now we are inside a spaceship. I know it's happening pretty quickly, but we're inside a spaceship, and we're gonna pick up the artifact that's cleverly stored directly on top of that, and make our way into the next part of the level. Now you see, Lara needs a little bit of a holiday, so she's coming to these islands just to have a little bit of a getaway. You know.
Yeah. We all need to get away sometimes.
Back to
Exactly.
spa time. Lots of this is just swimming. I love it.
Yeah, this level is just swim. We do have some time for donations before the next trick is coming up, if you'd like to get that through.
Absolutely. I might have a donation from Softblock Steve, but going by Steven N just sent in $25. So we might want to hear from Kevin later. We might want to hear from the alien later. But we also have a $10 donation from MK who says, I'm always here for a Lara Croft run and we gotta unlock the smooch. Absolutely. We are $195 of the way towards the 2,000 we need. So everybody keep that going. Do it for love. Do it for Lara.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Yeah, so I just did a glitch there. That's called a quicksand glitch. We actually used it right at the beginning of the run. They go by pretty quickly, so understandable if you didn't see them. Just allows us to get on top of the bridge the same way that corner bugs do, except we use quicksand to do it. I save and load here because this is going to actually this is foreshadowing. The game stores things very strangely. It stores some things over the entire save file, and other things it just completely forgets, which, relatable. My memory is the same. But the things that it chooses not to store are always very interesting to me.
Yeah, I think it's funny seeing the spikes just disappear when you're like moments from death.
Yeah, all right. And we're going to do a flicker here. Or we're not going to do a flicker. Hang on. Let's try that again.
Just a moment, please.
Just a moment, please. All right, we're going to do a flicker. Flickers are unique because they allow us to jettison Lara forward, essentially, after embedding on specific frames, which is why you saw me using the pause menu there. We have pause buffering in this game. Just like most games, there are frames that you can use to advance a glitch by pausing, and Tomb Raider happens to be one of them where that's possible. So yeah, we will be seeing flickers later. The flickers that are coming up much later in the game are a little bit problematic, so I will be saying when we need to be careful for photosensitive folks. So there are just dinosaurs here, but Lara's feeling very pacifistic today, which is highly unusual. So she's just going to run past them, let them live their merry lives.
One of the best
guards.
levels in the game.
And we don't see any of it.
Well, we're
Yes.
seeing some of the scenery, a little bit.
Yeah.
Tiny bit, like 1/6 of the level, maybe.
So
Because there's so
specific.
many rooms. Well, yeah, there's areas.
Oh, no,
there
you're
that are-
right, though. It's a maze here. I completely forgot until you said
Correct.
Yeah. All right, and we're going to be doing this. This trick is a little tricky. It might take me a try or two. We're doing a flying corner bug. Yeah, I saw that coming. Hang on, we just need to turn it a little bit more. Basically, this is a flying corner bug, which are much more precise than other corner bugs, so we do need to just line it up with a visual there. And we're about to enter one of the most notorious levels in the entire game. If you played this game casually, you know the struggles and strife we have with a specific vehicle. Just mentioning the kayak to some people might bring back very bad memories. So,
Rage.
but we have set the current value, hopefully, to a very specific value, and that should allow us to safely navigate the kayak without any issues. I am going to, in like a minute or so, ask for some quiet time so that I can make sure that I get the sequence. Chat, if you see me looking over to the left, I've got the notes up on my second screen for the inputs. So I'll be looking at those. I'm not just playing one-handed here.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Quite time if we could do that now. Yeah. Even you, chat. Even you. Keep it down.
Zipping it.
And we're done.
Good job.
Chat
There
really
we go.
was holding their breath.
Yeah.
Excellent.
It's
Excellent.
scary.
Yeah.
It's so
It's-
scary.
Talking with style.
Yeah, it makes the kayak consistent. You take a specific amount of damage. Please, Lara. Please. Thank you. Yeah, so you got to be quite careful over there. Thank you for holding your breath, chat. You're lovely. Thank you so much. I knew I could count on you, chat.
Y'all did it.
This is one of the most stressful levels in the game. So yeah, but we're just doing a little bit of platforming here before we do the next trick. So if you would like to get in a few donations, we can. Just a bunch of platforming.
Yeah, got some love for you and love for Lara. $10 from Catalina, who says, "Go Middy, less than 3." And, a visitor from Area 51. We've got $51.51 from Midge, who says, "Trans rights are human rights. Good luck, have fun, Middy." Also, hi, Tippy and Rad.
Amen.
Yeah.
Hey,
And
Midge.
Love you, Midge.
Also,
Love you,
$50 from, look at all that love. I love it. $50 from Yarn Yoshi 13, who says, "I swear I'm here to mainly support Malala Fund. Mario and Bowser kissing is just a bonus." Everyone, keep that
Excellent.
love coming in for Mario, Bowser, Lara, and of course Middy.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Gotta love it.
I did a very specific setup here, and then I had a verified me moment, a certified me moment, where I set it up and then moved. But yeah, you have to do a very specific
Brain
setup.
Angie.
Yeah, brain RNG, exactly. You have to do a very specific setup to make that jump back. You are not supposed to be able to do that, like, at all. And with a very specific setup, we can make it all the way back. We have essentially sequence broke the level, and we're about to flush Lara into the temple that's at the bottom of this gorge for some reason. Yeah. We've got this kayak section, but this one is so much more relaxed. So do feel free to throw in a few extra donations. We've got plenty of time with this one.
Oh, sure. Well, I've got a couple donations for you. $10 from Leah Wren, who says, "Tomb Raider 3 is my favorite game. Good luck on the run, Middy. I'm loving it so far."
Aw, thank you so much.
And $50 from Arc Raider Ms or Ms. "Thanks for playing Tomb Raider for a great cause." Arc Raider Ms, thank you so much for supporting Malala Fund.
Yeah, thank you so much, Arc. Arc is a
Icon.
very, very wonderful
Legend.
member of the community. We do a lot of work together within the Tomb Raider community. Shout outs to the Tomb Raider community team.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of Tomb Raiders in here. Love to see y'all.
Absolutely. Absolutely, absolutely. All right, so I'm going to save here because them gators are coming for me, and them gators cause problems sometimes.
This
Okay,
guy
we're
wants
good.
to smooch too.
Oh, that was weird.
Yeah, that scared me. That absolutely that terrified me. All right, and now we're gonna be climbing up here. Lara's just kind of like, she got places to be. We're in the temple of Puna now, and she just wants to meet the guy in charge. So she wants to talk to the manager.
Yeah.
Karening it up.
She has some issues. She would like to. She's like, excuse me, why did you store your temple right at the bottom of a gorge? That seems a little silly. So
She's mad about the kayak entrance.
yeah. Oh, I missed the. Okay, I'm gonna have to save here. I don't know if this is gonna work now. Okay. Good. I missed the save crystal, so I had to use one of the backup meds I got. It's okay. We've thought about this. We're fine.
Yeah, we're all good.
Yeah.
Never mind
So
the
this
spinning
room-
wheels of death.
The spinning wheels of death. Yeah, we navigated it successfully. This room particularly is a room where I hope we definitely don't bonk, because if we do, then
Death imminent.
I didn't actually know that you had.
Oh,
Just to show it off, Middy. I got it. I got it.
Honestly, that was a 10 out of 10 bonk for me. That was
a good
Yeah.
bonk.
Yeah.
I think everybody should rate that bonk specifically. That was wonderful.
But to be fair, I'd never realized that there was actually a block in there that you could stop the spikes.
Yeah, you're meant to pull the block. So carrying on our trend of guys like coming up with very impractical means of using the artifacts, this one's just put it in a chair.
Well, not too bad, eh?
At least it's not the heart.
Yeah, don't stay in your chair too long. Like, bad things could happen to you.
Yeah, you need to like stretch and get up and drink
Yeah.
water and stuff. You got to take care of yourself. And now we're going to the most accurate depiction of London you could ever ask for. Very, very much exactly what London looks like. Having been myself, I can confirm.
Very excited. This is the closest I've ever been to London.
Oh my gosh.
So this level has a lot of stuff that you're supposed to do. We're just going to jump into this building.
And it's all glitchless. We're not even.
Yeah.
This is
going
actually
this level.
this doesn't involve a glitch. This is literally just climbing on the roofs. All right, and we're just going to do a little bit of like movement here, so we can get in like 2 or 3 donations.
Sure. Well, I've got a donation, $25 from Allah, who says, I have great memories of playing the first 3 Tomb Raiders with my gramps. Loving this run and happy to donate to Malala Fund. Allah, thank you so much. And I'm glad you have those great memories, and thank you for supporting girls' education around the world. And we are over 10% of the way towards that Bowser and Booster smooch. So let's get it done, folks. Donate in honor of people you want to smooch.
Heck yeah! Let's get that.
Why not?
Let's get that smooch. I'm not too familiar with the smooch, but I'm excited.
I don't need to see it to believe it, but we could get there. We could really see it.
So we have okay, I can just nice bonk. Need to rate that one as well. That one was very special.
He's special.
Yeah, we're coming up on a very interesting trick here. Remember how I was talking about how some values are kept across saves and loads, and some just aren't at all. This is going to show an example of one that absolutely should not ever work this way. If this we've got a little bit of rat, we need to kill a rat quickly. If it would be so kind.
Are these rats
Hello.
also called Steve? Because they can also soft lock you.
Jeez.
Ratal
Yeah, the rats.
mentioned.
Yeah.
Are there any
Lara
rats in this
for-
game, chat? The confirmation is real. All right.
The
so
rat stole
Lara's
her wallet.
Steve.
Lara just wants to like get out of Aldwych, so she's going to remember a time about 5 minutes ago where she was on a holiday, and it's going to encourage her to go surfing.
It's a strong memory.
It's a very strong memory.
For sure.
Yeah. And yeah, you can just surf straight through that that section. Basically how that works is on very specific slopes, the slope animation is stored between saves. So if you load on a slope and then load a game where she's crouched, and specifically in that instance crouched against a wall so she can continually slide, you can just slide straight through obstructions essentially. So that's basically how that works. We're going to see another case of things that should be stored, but aren't. This was a case of things being stored that shouldn't. So
this
very
game
interesting.
Is strange.
Yeah, very interesting. Very interesting.
Tomb Raider 3 has
they-
some choices.
It definitely has some choices. We haven't even discussed we hopefully won't have to, but there is a texture bug that can happen in this game, and if we do see it, it could be interesting because we've got the trans pride flag on, so it could end up plastering the trans pride flag everywhere.
Oh
but
my gosh.
But that is
What?
definitely not.
That would be so cool.
It would be
make
cool,
that happen?
but it is very unpredictable, and there is no way to guarantee that would happen. Like,
And it
in
could
all
crash
honesty,
the game.
and it could crash
yeah.
the game.
Not
So,
so much
sorry, we have to give a skip on that one. Unfortunately, I would love to, but each texture bug is so unique and so
Horrifying.
and so varied that you could get, oh, this looks kind of cool, to this is an eldritch abomination and
Yeah.
I'm not happy about it.
true.
The game is haunted. We're just going to be doing a little bit of swimming in this UPV for a while. So if you want to toss a few donations our way, that would be great.
Sure thing. You know, I called out for some love, and some love came through. $10 from Lily Jerichi, who says, Queen Middy, you rock, less than 3. Love for Rad and rest of VC, you slay, less than 3. Thank you so much for bringing in that love.
Yeah, so this is in a moment. I am going to ask chat and my couch and everyone to give me energy, and you'll see why. Lara needs to believe in herself. Okay, she's back home in London. She's not feeling great, especially since she has to swim through the sewers. She's gonna need chat to believe in her. Because Lara really wants to be able to fly, right? She thinks if she can fly, she can get to Sophia Lee. This is coming up in a little bit, so I'll let you all know when you need to believe, chat, okay? But yeah, still going through these, but I'll let you know, chat. Don't worry. And
These, just mentioning that these underground sewers are actually hard to get through in casual playthroughs, also in glitchless, I would say. But in glitched, fortunately, we can use the oxygen glitch, so we don't have to park the UPV the entire time, and instead
yes.
just
yeah.
get some air through the walls.
Very helpful.
Yeah, Lara has mastered the art of breathing through corners. It's a very difficult skill to learn. It took me at least 3 months to learn how
If
to
she
do it.
can learn that, she can definitely learn how to fly.
Yeah, exactly. She just needs a little bit of encouragement, okay? She just needs a little
Air
bit
is
of
the
encouragement.
element.
All right. Okay. It's coming up. It's coming up, chat. When we start going through a tunnel that's going upwards. So right now we're in the angular tunnel. But when she's going upwards, we need chat to believe. Okay. If we believe, we can make her dream a reality, and Lara can fly. Okay. We just need everyone to believe in her. All right. So.
I'm like nervous.
All right. We're going up the up tunnel, chat. Everybody believe. Everybody.
We got
Lara,
this.
come on. Lara, please.
It's possible. She knows it's possible, okay? She really does. And chat, you believed. Everybody
Oh my god.
Good job.
Wow.
give yourselves
Great
a pat on
job,
the back.
everybody.
Lara has been able to fly. What amazing. And this allows
move
us to go
over,
straight
Peter
into This allows us to go straight into Sophia Lee's office, which is great. Lara and her have a talk. They're having a little bit of a disagreement, a little bit of one. But also foreshadowing, you're going to see it. You're going to see it very briefly. But Sophia is the most practical when it comes to storing the artifact. Okay, Sophia, you win this round. You win this round. Okay.
Supposed to be boss assisted. Boss assisted boss.
Yeah, so there's actually a chance that she moves too quickly there, and if you're just slightly too slow, that glitch doesn't work.
There we go.
But yes,
Yeah.
She's the only one that does it practically. She stores the artifact in a scepter, which just makes more sense than a chair or in your heart, in my opinion. I don't know, chat. I don't know. Couch, what do you think, Couch? What do you think, chat? I don't know.
It makes perfect sense to me.
I mean, a staff is so stylish.
It is.
And she is stylish, like in her dress.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
What are these guys wearing? Rags.
Exactly. All right. Someone is going to have to remind me in a couple of seconds to change my save slot. Otherwise, we're going to have a little bit of a problem.
Okay, change your save slot.
Actually, I could. I could do it as I enter the water. It won't waste a lot of time to just do it as I enter the water right now while I remember, because otherwise we could run into problems. All right, let's change the save slot. And we're just swimming through the water. I'm going to explain one thing that's going on here, and then we can probably get some donations in. So, when I save the game and reload it, because Lara's in Arctic waters, she has an exposure meter. When that meter is up, she starts taking health damage. For some reason, the devs forgot to make the exposure meter persistent. So if we save and load, it resets. And so we're just going to be swimming through this water for a little bit. So if you want to get like 1 or 2 donations in, that would be great.
Yeah, sure. We got some movement on Bowser and Booster. We had a $25 anonymous donation, and this is great. A $20 donation from Dolphin Chucks, who said, "How much would millionaire Lara Croft donate to Malala Fund? Hopefully more than me, but let's all group together to match Lara's hypothetical donation."
Okay, I like this. I like where this is going.
That's pretty good. Now, we've got a cool number. We got a cool number coming up. We could raise $55,555 pretty soon. And that would be over $500 raised towards Bowser and Booster. So I'm sensing 5 has something to do with it. What do you say, friends?
I think 5 has something to do with it, indeed.
Set the magic number of the day.
So we've got a little trick coming up. I just did a swim corner bug there with a flicker, which actually helps a lot. I just realized I didn't save before this. It should be fine. I practiced this. I can save right now. Shout outs to Ice-T who found this. You can aggro the enemy and then embed in the wall, and he triggers the end of the level, just like so.
I think that is so cool.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of RNG. Sometimes it takes a bit, but
sometimes he. And there's no more RNG in this run. Surely everything will go 100% smoothly from here on out. Don't think if somebody mentions the word snowflake, like as in like snowflake RNG in this game, that doesn't actually exist. We're not going to have any problems with a snowflake. It's not going to cause us any stress.
I was thinking of the texture bug. Every single texture bug is, as unique as a snowflake.
That is true.
Shadowing.
Brad is onto something.
Brad is onto something. So we're coming through RX Tech Mines. Now you see, Uncle Will, who we didn't get to see because he's in the cutscene. Uncle Will has some thoughts about the evolution of man. So he started like making experiments. We're going to see a few of them, but he made a lot of mutants with very bad breath. So we're going to try and avoid getting poisoned by them. This is a good chance for me to take my hand off the keyboard for a second, because Lara's just going to be enjoying the ride for a little bit, so we can get some donations in.
Yeah. Okay. So we heard from Steve, and Could we hear from Uncle Will out there somewhere?
Yo, Uncle Will, where are you?
But Steve came back again. We had $10 from Pendle Steven. So the Steves are out there. I'm looking for Uncle Will. I'm looking for more $5.
Are we still looking for Kevin?
I'm waiting for Kevin personally.
Yeah. I gotta call my bro up. Actually, named Kevin.
What?
Bruh, where you at?
Real Kevin spotted. Oh my gosh. Well, friends, get your Kevins on the horn. Like,
yeah, call your
us.
Kevins.
I mean, so to give a little bit of a backstory as to why I call them Kevin, is the time that I started actually running this game was the same time the Area 51 raid stuff was happening. And I was playing a game, a roguelite called Children of Mortar, and in that game there's a character called Kevin who Naruto runs everywhere. So my brain, the way my brain works was like, oh, all of these prisoners are Naruto runners, so they're all Kevins. So that's some Middy lore for you. That's how my brain works. I don't choose this. It happens to me.
No, makes
Middy.
perfect sense. Absolutely.
So this is a little bit of a unique glitch. We're gonna do a quick buffer here, in that it doesn't actually look much like a glitch. It looks like Lara's just dropping, but she does actually go through the terrain there. Just saves a little bit of shimmying. You know, you gotta save your shimmies. And we could see one of Uncle Will's friends down there, blowing gas clouds at us. We don't want any of that. We prefer not to have any of that, you know.
One of his abominations, I think you mean.
We are going to get bad breath because I got up too quickly. That's okay. I picked up extra meds, so we should be fine. Another thing about this game that's quite interesting is poison damage is persistent. You cannot get rid of poison unless you use a med. So I'm gonna wait a little longer before we med. That we're out of this area.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
You just gotta get to the end of the level faster, Middy. Easy.
Oh yeah, let me just get to this end level faster. I was saving some secret speedrun strats that I have not even shared with the community yet, just for this occasion. Alright, this is probably a good chance to pop a... Oh, don't have any smalls. Well, that's okay. A large works as well.
I hate when that happens.
I also, you know, in real life, when I'm out and about, I really hate it when I run out of small meds and I have to use the large one. Because sometimes I'm only like 5% hurt, and like I don't need the whole.
Exactly.
Yeah, sometimes I'm only 5% hurt. It's really annoying. So I don't know why Uncle Will has these rollers here, but they're like, they exist.
Rolos.
Yeah, they're just rolling. They're just rolling. They just be doing their thing.
Nice job avoiding them.
Yeah, well, you know, that's what you have to do. All right. So I'm gonna save here because we could get poisoned here. If we are poisoned here, it shouldn't be too much of a train smash because there is actually we got poisoned. We're fine.
Wow.
They really don't like you.
Really, yeah.
They really do not like me today, and I have no idea why. I think they're just a little upset that Uncle Will, like, Lara is to blame for Uncle Will kind of getting his hands on the thing that made them mutants, so maybe they're a little bit upset at that. All right, we're gonna do our first big flicker here. If I don't mess up the setup, that is. So I don't think this one is as egregious as the one coming up later, but if you do have some slight photosensitivity, it might be good to just be careful here. But this flicker isn't nearly as bad as the other one coming up. I'll give a big warning for that one, but this one is a little bad.
I love how they look, though. Like, flickers are probably one of my favorite glitches in the game series because it doesn't just exist in Tomb Raider 3.
It's very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we actually, in classic Tomb Raider 2, flickers save a whole bunch of time.
That's true.
In some levels, and some of them require very advanced like flickers compared to that one. So I know, having had run classic Tomb Raider, shout outs to the people that got much better times than me, because that game has some has some glitches. Let's just say that.
It's true.
All right, this corridor is a little noisy. I apologize. It's meant to be sort of horrifying, but the most horrifying thing about it, to be honest, is the noise that it makes.
And that random mutant that jumps you from that corner.
That's true. If you're playing casually, you might not. Yeah. So, we're just climbing up here.
How are you feeling, Middy?
How am I feeling? I'm feeling pretty relaxed. How are you feeling?
I'm great. I'm doing great. What about you, Rad? You good?
Yeah, what about you?
Yeah, I'm completely chill. I'm just excited for Lara to, discover some more secrets and mysteries within Antarctica. See what, Uncle Will did with the artifact.
I think today is the first time I've heard that, and I'm here for it.
I'm still waiting to hear from Uncle Will, by the way.
Yeah,
we need to hear from Uncle Will.
We need that dono.
I heard from Spoder Superhero, though, sent in $10 and said, "Go, Middy." And I also had a $50 anonymous donation, but it's kind of giving Big Kevin energy to me. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's giving Kevin energy.
It's giving kind of an energy, but we need to hear more Kevin energy.
We do need
honestly.
to. There's a lot of Kevins in the game, so we need as many Kevins as possible. Yeah, exactly. Get your donations in, Kevins. We need the army of Kevins in here,
And
Will,
they
like
also
Kevin
have
said.
to love. Like, we want those
That is
Kevins to
also
love
true.
love and donate towards Bowser and Booster. We've only got an hour into the next run, so it's going to come along faster than you think.
You can't tell me that these Kevins didn't make out, it's a given.
Listen, they're in the facility for a long time every day.
I know, right?
I'm not saying something happened, but maybe it's possible.
But you're not saying that something happened.
Exactly.
Sav gets me.
Yeah, I feel you.
Absence of evidence isn't evidence of absence, That's what they say, right? That's how they say it?
That's what you said just now.
Yep. I have heard it said at least once now.
Okay, and this
flicker.
This isn't the flicker. The flicker is coming up, and this is the one where I'm definitely gonna warn people. That particular glitch, I don't even understand. You sort of embed in the corner, and then you just end up somewhere completely different, and I have no idea. I genuinely don't know what's happening in that glitch.
Is it not attached, like geometry?
I haven't the faintest. It's one of those glitches where, if you ask me to explain it, I wouldn't be able to. All right, we're about to do the next flicker. I am going to warn everyone now that this is quite a dramatic one. So if you do have photosensitivity, just do be warned. It's pretty egregious. Not this part, the part that's coming up in a little bit, because I have to light a flare while I'm in this flicker, and it's pretty bad.
A bit of disco.
Yeah, I'm ready for the remix.
Good grief. You see, I missed my days of partying in clubs. So
in the
I
wall,
decided
embedded, having a drink with a flare in hand.
With flare in hand. I always carry whenever I go clubbing, I always carry my flares,
For comfort and safety.
Yeah, we've just explained that Lara has comfort flares, so that makes absolutely perfect sense, All right, and we're doing another little minecart section, so we do actually have some time for donations because Lara's just gonna be chilling. There's not even any involved movement here, so go ahead.
Absolutely. Maybe a cousin of Kevin's. I have $25 from Nathan Collins. So thank you so much, Nathan, for sending that in. If you've got a cousin named Kevin, we're out there looking for him. And $25 from Dr. McAskey, who just says less than 3. That's right. Keep that
Willard
love.
is a doctor. It's close
right.
enough.
Exactly.
Willard is actually a
connected.
doctor. I'm on a first name basis with him. Well, Lara is. That's why we call him Uncle Will. But he's actually a doctor.
And
All right,
maybe
and
we
we're
got an homage to the couch. $5 from Radmage.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Thank you.
Anyone who's played this game casually will probably have nightmares about the swim at least once, especially if you're doing challenge runs.
Yeah.
Correct.
We're about to make it like super easy because we're just going to exploit the exposure meter glitch, so we shouldn't have any difficulties with that.
Yeah, usually you have to go up into little caves within this water and, take your breath and warm
Fill
up
your
a tiny
pockets.
bit. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
But we don't need that.
we don't need that at all. I'm going to full heal, and then hopefully we have another heal. No, we don't, so I'm going to do a save load here. Cool. Great. And that finishes that section. Very notorious section in casual play. Not a problem for speedrunners because we just save and load. I suppose technically, unless you're doing like a challenge run like no loads, no meds, you could just also do the save load. All right, and that brings the end to Area RX Tech Mines, one of the most technical levels in the game. And now we're in the penultimate level, which is Lost City of Tinos. So somewhere deep in Antarctica is this Polynesian temple for some reason, and we're going to be meeting Woolard relatively soon. So yeah, just a quick flicker to get up here, and we're just doing a little bit of movement here. So any more donations for us, or any announcements on the incentive goal?
Sure. We are almost $300 of the $2,000 that we need to get Bowser and Booster to smooch Mario. I think the Kevins would approve for sure.
True.
And we have a $25 donation from Roy Hem, who says trans rights.
Trans rights.
Trans rights. Heck yeah. All right. So I'm about to do something, and I'm going to be extremely mysterious about it. Okay, because in this level, yes, subtle as a train wreck. I'm going to be mysterious about something by announcing it. In this level, we're meant to do a whole bunch of elemental puzzles and such, but we're
Lara
going
has places to go.
Lara has places to go. So we're just gonna do this jump. It looks a little strange. Camera twisted out a little bit. And of course, lest we forget the most awful jump in the speedrun.
You got this. You got this, Middy. I believe.
We got it.
Yes.
We got it. Nice.
What did I tell you? Perfect.
So usually there's a whole bunch of like rooms that you have to do here, and these are some of Willard's friends. They're a little upset because Lara wasn't invited, so they're kind of like chasing me.
They don't want her here.
Yeah, they really don't want her here. So usually this pillar of light right here burns Lara alive, but because we sequence broke it, we can just jump straight through. And this is the last level of the game. So
Yeah. Going to Uncle Will's house.
Finally
And as you
hanging
can see-
with Uncle Will.
finally hanging with Uncle Will, and as you can see, he has turned himself into a mutant as well. Because the guys in this game really have found the most impractical way to use magical artifacts, I feel. Because, you could store it in a scepter or a staff or anything, but, Willard just decided to jump into the pit of magical energy and become a monster. I guess it's a kind of cool, but, like, a little impractical.
He has more legs now, so I don't know.
Yeah. It's real big spider energy here.
Yeah, maybe having more legs was kind of what he wanted. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, this is the final boss. And because we're on the Japanese version, it only takes 5 shots to knock him down.
Ah, right.
And that just makes it a lot quicker to handle them. It also means that we only need 20 shots for the whole fight, like 20 Desert Eagle shots, which is great. And this should take care of him. All right, perfect. Everything was fine. All right, now I'm going to do a quick shelf bug, which is basically just another kind of flying corner bug. Hopefully, there we go. And I'm going to embed here. And you see, Lara's been on a very, very long journey. And she's going to remember back to a time about 14 minutes ago where she was by Uncle Will's boat. And she's just going to go for a quick swim. You know,
Like
while she's
when
in the
times
wall.
were simpler.
When times were simpler. And she's going to come over here and hopefully Snowflake is nice to us. Time is when the screen turns black. And... We need
Another snowflake. That was the wrong one.
That was
that was the wrong one.
Not a good,
that was the
not
wrong
a good
one.
snowflake.
Yeah. Almost there. Okay. And come on, Snowflake. There we go. That's time.
Hey.
Hey.
Good job, Middy.
Yeah, great job, Middy.
Thank you.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's Tomb Raider 3 any percent. One of my favorite categories of the game. Really cool run, really cool glitches. We can't skip this cutscene, unfortunately, because we glitched the game so badly that the cutscene has to play.
I think you mean fortunately.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
cool
Fair enough. I'm so used to skipping cutscenes that it feels unfortunate when we actually have to have them, you know?
I mean, yeah, but this ending, come on.
True.
Badass.
Just as we're ending, anybody that you or Tippy want to, you, Rad, or Tippy would like to shout out, I think now is the time to do so.
Yeah, Middy, why don't you go ahead first?
Cool. I'm going to shout out the Games Committee. Thank you so much. I'm going to shout out my friends who support me all the time. And I'm going to shout out the Tomb Raider community in general. There's a lot of very passionate runners in there that taught me a lot. I stand on the shoulders of giants in terms of being here where I am speedrunning. So thank you, everybody, for the support over the years. And yeah, all right.
Heck yeah. No, I guess like specific shout outs for me, but definitely shout out to all the Tomb Raiders here watching Middy's run. Really great seeing all of you. And Middy, thank you for inviting me to hang for this. I don't do Tomb Raider 3, but I love Tomb Raider 3. It's such a great run. Y'all are amazing. So thank you for letting me be here.
Thank you to Middy, first of all, and then thanks to the entire Tomb community and all the friends that showed up and donated. You're all great, and I love you very much. Yeah.
Aww. And that's the final stats.
The end.
GG.
Yeah, GG.
Thank you.
Yes. GG's.